KCC, mic check. Good morning and welcome to the picturesque Kowloon Cricket Club for the Sunday Elite Division 2 game between KCC and the Cricket Hong Kong Dragons with me, Aaron Bush. After the Infidels' disappointing loss last week to the new ladder leaders USRC Vagabonds, today is very much a must-win game for the Infidels. On paper, it would seem like an easy victory for KCC, with the Infidels on 5 wins and 3 losses, whilst the Dragons have only notched up 1 win so far. Weather today is perfect for cricket. The Hong Kong Observatory says we're expected to reach a maximum of 20 degrees. Currently it's 15.4 out in the middle. As for the toss, Dragons have won and elected to bowl. Today's coverage is coming out live on KCC's YouTube feed. If you're tuning in, jump into the comments and say good day. We're almost ready to get underway here. KCC Infidels batters are out in the middle already. The Dragons are coming out to bowl. Looking for a good game of cricket today. The last time these two teams met, the entire game, it is a 50-over game per side. The entire game lasted less than 16 overs. The Dragons were bowled out in under 10 overs and KCC Infidels made quick work of that total. This time, opposite way around, KCC Infidels will bat first, and with last week's loss, they'll be looking to make a big total to get the net run rate up, because it's all in the hands of the gods now. The top 2 teams in Division 2 will play off in a final to see who goes up into Division 1. change in the openers this week for the Infidels. Balsara has gone down the order. Tarrant Lalgani will open. He's on strike. Mo Khan at the non-striker's end. Umpire signal to the scorers. We're almost ready to get underway here at KCC. First delivery. Defended. There's actually 3 games in Division 2 on a round in Hong Kong today. We'll go around the grounds for all of them. One of the big important games is the Optimists, HKCC Optimists. Again defended. Dot ball. Sue opening the bowling for the Dragons. 3 deliveries, 3 dot balls. Again, racking up the dot balls here. Tidy first over for the Dragons. And there it is. A tidy maiden to start with here for the Dragons. Sorry. Looks like one more delivery to come. Getting excited on this Sunday morning. Beautiful day here in Hong Kong. Sun shining, blue sky, not a cloud in the sky. Just a kite flying around. Watching proceedings here at KCC. He's whipped that away. That should go all the way to the boundary, I'd suspect. Yes, that's a 4. Good way for KCC to get off the mark. That's the end of the over. 1 over done. KCC Infidels 4 for the loss of no wicket. Brings Mo Khan on strike for the Infidels to face his first delivery. Yeah, I was mentioning that there are 3 games today. It's cricket Hong Kong Dragons versus KCC Infidels here live from KCC. Up at HKCC, Diaska Little Saiwan are playing the Hong Kong Optimists. And over in Tin Kwong Road, Sri Lankan's Cricket Club are against United Services Recreation Club. Lots of games of cricket on today here in Hong Kong. We'll keep you updated with all of them. Right now, we're into the second over here at KCC. Oh, it's got a big top edge. That's going to go all the way. Yes, it's flowing for 6. Mo Khan doing what Mo Khan does. Straight off the mark, first ball. Thickish outside edge. The short boundary this time. The pitch is way over here towards the commentary tent. And that one flew the rope with a lot to spare. Tong bowling for the Dragons from the bowling green end. That one's fuller. They do have one of the fielders. We're in the power play, so only 2 fielders outside the circle. That one went straight to him at cover, deep cover. Get through for a single. Lungani on strike, leaves that one outside off. Tong in again. Oh, that beat the outside edge. Good delivery. Lungani stepping outside off. KCC right underneath the flight path. You can hear a plane overhead. That's a fullish length, almost Yorker. Chopped out down to mid-on. Final delivery of the Tong over. That one's left outside off. End of the over. KCC Infidels after 2 are 11 for the loss of no wickets. So continuing from the restaurant end. First over went for 4 off the last delivery. Mo Khan on strike. He hasn't faced a delivery from Su yet. Just waiting while Mo Khan, who is the captain of the Infidels, gets his centre and puts his gloves back on. Gloves on. Mo ready. Su ready. Time to get the third over underway. On to the pads with a bit of a yes, no. Sent straight back. No danger. It did go straight to the fielder at square leg. No run there. Again, straying onto the hips of Mo Khan. Another dot ball. Apart from the 4 that was hit off the last ball of his over, Su's bowled really well to open up. Maybe the 7th dot ball he's bowled in his 8 deliveries. The big hitting Mo Khan. There is a danger with this short boundary towards the commentary tent near the training nets. Oh, he round up on that one. He's been given straight out. He's got to go. LBW. Su breaks through. The first wicket falls. Mo Khan out. LBW. KCC Infidels lose their first wicket in the 3rd over. Now 11 for the loss of 1 wicket. As the delivery. Wraps Khan on the pads. The umpire had no hesitation. Finger went straight up. He's got to go. KCC, 11 for 1. Devang Balsara coming out to the wicket after Captain Khan had to go back to the sheds. LBW, Sue. Last week in a disappointing batting lineup for the KCC Infidels, Balsara was top scorer with 15. Sue to Balsara, full. Just pushed away on the leg side to mid-wicket. It's the second time in 2 weeks Mo Khan has been given out LBW. He was LBW for a duck last week after 2 balls. That one's full, right on the pads. Balsara gets off the mark. There's probably 2 in that at least. Yes, well run. Gets him off the mark. Number 94 for the Infidels. One ball remaining in Sue's second over. A successful over so far. Getting that vital wicket of Mo Khan. That one's shorter. One goes back onto the foot, defends, and that's the end of the third over. KCC Infidels 13 for the loss of 1 wicket. Tong to continue from the bowling green end. First over went for 7 runs. One of those was a 6 from Mo Khan. One slip in, gully and a point. Tarrant, left outside off. It's called wide. That will need to be re-bowled. Also have a short cover in. Number of catching options. That's a full toss. It might be over the, yes it is, over waist height. That's no ball. There'll be a free hit coming up for the Infidels. A rank full toss there. Over hip height. Very quickly called no ball. Just a little straying on his first couple of deliveries here, Tong. Wide for the first delivery, no ball for the second. Free hit coming up, they can't change the field. A swing and a miss outside, no damage done for the Dragons. Dragons with a very attacking field here so far. Every player inside the circle. They're allowed 2 out in the first 10 overs. Not bothering. Everybody in sort of a catching position inside the circle. Full outside off. Left alone by Tarrant. Lots of chat in the field from the CHK Dragons, as you would, getting a wicket within the first 3 overs. Up until last week, the KCC Infidels were the ladder leaders. That's short, punched, but can't beat this very attacking field inside the circle. Tong getting his line and length much better now after those first 2 deliveries. Again, outside off. Ghani leaves it alone. Did prod at one of them in the first over against Tong. Almost got the edge, so he's leaving them alone at the moment. Plenty of overs left. As I said, it's a 50 over match. 50 aside. White ball game. Under the bright skies here in Hong Kong. That's full right on the toes. Went to the Yorker length again. Similar result to the last time he bowled one. Punched down to mid-on. Dot ball. Tong's final delivery of his second over. Short outside off. He didn't get all of it. Very lucky there, Taryn. He got it high on the bat. Didn't carry to mid-on. Gets away with it. That's the end of the 4th over. KCC Infidels 15 for the loss of 1 wicket. Sue to continue from the restaurant end. Pitch that one up, defended. Outside off. Again, can't get through this very tight field set by the Dragons. A lot of protection here on the leg side. Mid-on, mid-wicket, and a fine leg. She's bowling a good line outside off. That's where they have all their fielders. Jason Liu, the wicket-keeper for the Dragons, up to the stumps. Stop Balsara taking a few strides. And one's on the pads. There'll be some work to be done there from the fine leg. Comes around, just the single. It's in the air. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fielders out on the offside. That managed to miss them all. Very lucky. There is a short cover. Lucks of fortune there for Ghani. Second one he's just punched up in the air a little. That's full right on the toes. Just chopped out to mid-wicket. Short mid-wicket. That's the end of the 5th over. KCC Infidels 16 for the loss of 1 wicket. Tonga to continue from the bowling green end. Devang Balsara on strike. He's currently on 3 from 7. Much like last week, he's looked pretty solid. Short outside off, he's beaten the field there. That's going to race away for 4 runs. Beautiful shot there. Balsara just leant on that outside off. It was short, it was there to be hit. A lot of fielders on the offside, but he managed to pick the gap perfectly. Race down to the short boundary for 4. It was a glorious stroke from Balsara there. Straight off the middle. Got it between gully and point. This one's full right on the toes. Chopped out down to mid-on. No run. No one shorter, outside off, but they do have the 5 fielders protecting inside the circle. Balsara not managing to pierce that field. Just the one slip in. Patong, Dragons keeper Liu is back. He's not standing up to the stumps as he has been for Sue from the restaurant end. Full right of the toes. Oh, it's gone around, called wide. Down leg side. Devang is practicing that shot, what he felt like he should have done. Whipped it away to the boundary. But the Infidels get the run anyway, and it will need to be re-bowled. Foolish managed to pick out that fielder there at mid-wicket. One's right on the pads, defended straight back to the bowler. Dot ball. Tom's been a little wayward at times, but when he gets his line and length correct, he's threatened the batters. He's unlucky not to get an outside edge in his first over. Left alone outside off. End of the over. KCC Infidels 21 for the loss of 1 wicket. You to continue from the restaurant end here at KCC. Defended outside to the offside. Henry Sue from his first 3 overs, 97 runs and 1 wicket. The vital wicket of Mo Khan, LBW. And one shorter outside off. Can he pierce the gap? No. Quick wool. It's hit the batter there. Thrown into the AstroTurf pitch. Hit it on the arm, it looks like. He seems to be okay. Quick single. Moves Taran to 5. He's faced 21 deliveries. Brings Devang Balsara on strike. It's right on the toes. There is a fielder out there. He will get around from fine leg to pick that one up. Just the single. It's a dangerous line for Henry to be bowling with his short side field. The ropes are very close. Only 3 on the leg side. Gets away with it, just the single. Pitched up, dot ball. Hit back to mid-on. Dragons won't mind this. They got a wicket in the first 10 overs, plus the run rate's only at 3.45 at the moment. Infidels will need to put some partnerships together. Put the pressure on the Dragons when they bat after lunch. Similar delivery. Hit back to the bowler there. Another dot ball. Fuller this time. Misfield, but no run. As we've said, very difficult to beat that offside field. 5 hovering for catches and fielding. That's the end of the 7th over. KCC Infidels 23 for the loss of 1 wicket. Teddy Tong to continue from the bowling green end. He's so far 3 wickets. No wickets so far. 3 overs, no wickets. 14 runs coming from it. And outside offline. Good start from Tong. The last 2 overs, his first deliveries have been wayward. As Devang defending there. Well, there was a yes, no. Tarrant came a fair way down the pitch, but very quickly fielded. I'm not sure there was a run in that one. After Balsara said yes, he very quickly said no. Tong to Balsara, that one's full. 1 bounce. Just to be careful, they have that fielder in close there for just such a shot. As I said, 3 big games in the Sunday Elite Division 2 League, all going on around Hong Kong today. Again, defended just down to mid-on, no run. That's the end of the 7th over. KCC Infidels 23 for the loss of 1 wicket. Three games today. We've got the Dragons versus KCC Infidels over at Ting Kwong Road Recreation Ground. Sri Lankans Cricket Club versus United Services Recreation Club. 14 overs done. Sri Lankans are not messing about. They're already up to 83, but they have lost 3 wickets, going at 5.86. USRC, of course, now the ladder leaders after their big victory last weekend here at KCC against the Infidels. Meanwhile, up at Hong Kong Cricket Club, Diaspora Little Saiwan are taking on the Hong Kong Cricket Club Optimists. Optimists are batting. They're currently 27 for 2 off 7. Oh, he's beaten outside off. Siu continuing there. Jason Liu up to the stumps. Well taken. Taran Lungani has been troubled a few times outside off. Yet to get the edge, but he has been beaten a couple of times. This is Siu's 5th over. Taran leaves that one alone. Yes, with the top 2 teams playing off in the finals for the Division 2 to go up into Division 1, it's a very tight race. USRC after last week's victory, now 6 wins, so they're on 12 points, 11.5 points. KCC Infidels, 5 wins, 3 losses, they're on 10, and Little Saiwan also on 10, but they have a game in hand. So every game now, vital that the KCC Infidels win, and then it's in the lap of the gods on who comes second. At the moment, it looks like USRC will play in the final with their draw coming up this week and in the future. There's only a couple of games left for each team. Taran comes forward, defends. So far, another tidy over from Henry Siu. All dot balls, first 4 deliveries. He's yet to bowl a maiden in his 5 overs of 4.4. He's only gone for 9 runs. Very miserly. That one's full beaten outside off. Again, Lungani beaten outside off. That time, Dragons keeper Liu misgloved it. So even if he did get an edge, he would have been safe, but he's been troubled outside his off stump there. Taran Lungani. Good bowling from Henry Siu. That one's shorter, gives him some time outside off. He's beaten that inside field. Nobody out there, it's racing away. I don't think they're going to stop it. They try desperately. Almost ends up in the park bench. That's 4 runs. Again, just towards the end of the over, Siu tends to give up a run or 2. Ruins his maiden. That is the end of the 9th over. KCC Infidels 27 for the loss of 1 wicket. So we're talking about how KCC Infidels need to finish off the league season with a couple of wins. They'd also like Hong Kong Cricket Club Optimists to defeat Little Saiwan. So we'll keep an eye on that game. And of course, there might be an upset at Ting Kwong Road as well. Perhaps Sri Lankans, who are sitting second last on the table and only 2 wins, might upset the ladder leaders, United Services Recreation Club Vagabonds. We'll keep you updated. Teddy Tong to continue from the bowling green end. His first 4 overs went for 14. He has bowled a maiden. Yet to get a breakthrough. That time, Devon Sarah just took 3 steps down and has belted it into the park bench for 6. Saw it coming all the way with the keeper back, and I think immediately the Dragons are going to make the adjustment and bring the keeper up to the stumps. Balsara just strolled down the pitch, got onto it early, whipped it away onto the leg side, flew the rope, 6 runs. Yep, that adjustment is being made immediately by the Dragons. Was interesting that the Dragons keeper Liu was keeping up to the stumps for Henry Sue, but not for Teddy Tong. He is now. One slip in place. Gully, a point. Short cover for a catch. We've seen a few fly that way. Still nobody outside the inside circle. Attacking field from the Dragons. This time defended. Clever batting from Balsara. Went big the delivery before, this time. Just defended. Short, outside off. Didn't get any of that, did Balsara. Just bottom edged it to the short cover. It was very short. It was there to be hit. He just didn't manage to get the middle of the bat onto it. Full this time, down leg, called wide. With the field in, Balsara was looking to just guide that down to the fine leg rope, but didn't manage to get any bat on it. Called wide, will need to be re-bowled. 3 wides and a no ball so far. In almost the first 10 overs for the Dragons. Tidy bowling. That's the end of the 10th over. KCC Infidels 34 for the loss of 1 wicket. Second power play being called. Doesn't really make much difference to the Dragons fielding. They're all inside the circle. Not going to see a change of bowling, it looks like. Henry Sue will continue his 6th over from the restaurant end. Darren Lungani on strike. He's currently 9, faced 30 deliveries. A couple of 4s in that 9, and just the single. After coming out to opening the batting, last week Balsara opened. He's come in at number 3. So I believe the last week's number 3 and number 4 for the Infidels are unavailable this week. Khan and Bakari. Try to punch that down to mid-off. Well hit, but plenty of field protection. Over at the Sri Lankans versus Vagabonds game at Tin Kwong Road, the runs continue and so do the wickets to fall. 98 for 4 off 16. Still going at 6 runs and over Sri Lankans, but the wickets continue to fall. 16.2 overs, 98 for 4. Here at KCC. Oh, he's got an edge, he's got a catch. That's a brilliant catch. He's got to go. He's tried to guide that down to third man, but he's only managed to get it straight to slip. One-handed catch. Oh, that was a spectacular catch there. Taran Lungani has to go. He's all out for 9. Second wicket falls for the KCC Infidels. They're 34 for 2. No, it was a slip, wasn't it? Slip.
It was a fantastic, spectacular catch to dismiss Lungani. Got the edge. It was a deliberate shot, but he's guided it straight to the side of the slip. It was a brilliant one-handed catch. Oh, another catch! Immediately gone. Waiting for the fingers to go up, but there was a caught and bowled. Just admiring how good the last catch was, and the Dragons come straight back. The caught and bowled. Henry Shue is on fire at the moment. That's his third wicket, and Farouk Saeed did not last very long at all. It's all going on here at KCC. Just finished the first 10 over power play. Henry Shue continuing into his 6th over. It's raining wickets. He's on a hat trick. Arush Garg coming in, facing the hat trick ball. A fired up Henry Shue. The Dragons having a brilliant spell here at the moment. All of a sudden, KCC Infidels in all sorts of strife. 34 for 3. It's a slower full toss. Defended. Hat-trick goes begging. Starting to see a repeat of last week for the Infidels. There's 1 wicket early. They get a bit of a partnership and then another few wickets tumble. Someone short outside off deserves to be belted. Unfortunately, oh, there's a mix-up. Oh, it's very lucky there for the Infidels that the fielder threw to the non-striker's end, because Arush Garg was a long way down the pitch. That's the end of the 11th over. KCC Infidels 34 for 3. Does look like Teddy Tong will continue from the bowling green end. At the moment, the Dragons wouldn't be wanting to make too many changes, to be honest. Right on top. Henry Shue doing all the damage. He's bowled 6 overs, 1 maiden, 3 for 13. Teddy Tong. Oh, he's beaten. Outside off. Devang Balsara on strike at the moment. He's looked the most settled of all the batters. Currently on 14. Is it a 4 and a 6? It was a beautiful 6. That time just beaten outside off. And again, Dragons keeper Liu up to the stumps. Oh, he's beaten outside off. I don't think he got any bat on it. We'll find out shortly. Managed to keep that inside the rope. Just the single. Calling buys. We are calling buys. No bat on that. Brings Arush Garg on strike. He's yet to get off the mark. He's only faced 2 deliveries. Last week he looked solid. He was in for 33 balls for his 8 runs, but the team was falling apart at the time, so he did his job well. He's had to come up the order with a few players missing this week. He's leaving that one well alone outside off. Yes, last week Roosh Garg actually faced the most deliveries of any batter in the Infidels lineup with 33 deliveries, and the other next best was Bolsara with 26 deliveries faced. So these two are in, and they're going to need to stay in for a while now. Oh, he's beaten outside off. Tom's been unlucky. He has beaten the bat outside off a few times. Hasn't managed to get the edge and hasn't been rewarded yet. No wickets in his 5.4 overs. Tong. This one a bit straighter onto the thigh pad, whipped around for a single. Well fielded, well run. That will get Garg off the mark with a single. Bolsara on strike now. He's faced 27 deliveries. I said last week he faced 26, so he's faced more deliveries today than he did last week opening the batting for the Infidels. That's a full toss. It got exactly what it deserved. Is it one bounce over the rope? Yes, it is. 4 runs. It was a meat pie, deserved to be eaten. Big full toss. 1 bounce, that's the long boundary. They're playing on any other pitch here at KCC. That would have been 6. Gets the 4. That's the end of 12 overs. KCC, Infidels 40 for the loss of 3. Henry Sue to continue from the restaurant end, and why wouldn't the Dragons continue with him? 6 overs, 1 maiden, 3 for 13. Currently doing all the damage against the Infidels. May save him 3 overs if he bowls this one and stops, but into his 7th over. Continues to trouble the batters. Good line and length. Rarely straying onto the pads or leg stump. Left alone, outside off, and why not? It's called a wide. They need to be playing at that. That's the 4th wide of the innings so far. He's lofted that one. It should go over the top of everything. It does. Straight into the side screen. Big 6. Just leant on it. It's a short boundary there. And he has just chipped it over the top of the infield. We said that the Dragons, very attacking field. As far as we can see, no one outside the circle. So easy pickings there. Put into the slot. Garg has hit it straight into the side screen over the rope. 6. This one left alone outside off. Fair way outside off. Jason Lee, the keeper, managed to glove it. Went to first slip. Not called wide. That's a full toss. Lucky to get away with that, Sue. He was dipping on Garg. So it wasn't over waist height, but probably deserved to be punished. That one strays onto the pads and it's just tickled around the corner through square leg for a single. Moves Garg to 8. He's only faced 10 balls. Of course, that big 6 helps this over. Bolsara back on strike. He's on 18. Again, left outside off because it is a wide. I think Henry Sue's getting a little tired into his 7th over, as he would, especially taking 3 wickets. One of them a caught and bowled, did all the job himself. One an LBW. Another one a spectacular catch at first slip to dismiss Ungani. Oh, he's wound up on that one, but he has not got all of it. It's coming back. He's caught it. It's got to go. That's a forfeit for Sue. Just destroying the KCC Infidels at the moment. End of the 13th over. Devang Balsara has to go. He did not get all of that. Caught inside the circle. 4th wicket falls for the KCC Infidels. 13 overs done. KCC 49 for 4. Henry Sue, the destroyer for CHK Dragons. 4 wickets in 7 overs. Looks like we're getting a bowling change, perhaps, from the bowling green end. Could be spin time. New batsman looks like it's Niaz Ali out there for the KCC Infidels. Alfred Chew to bowl from the bowling green end. Left arm over the wicket. I did say spin, but I thought he was winding up for some spin. But looks like it's going to be pace. It's in the air. Risky shot there. Arush Garg there, just popping it up to the outside right hand of the bowler. That's short. Oh, it deserved to be whipped away. Didn't get anything on it, I don't think. It could have come up the thigh pad. That's called buys. Brings Niaz Ali on strike. Getting a little breezy here at KCC. Not far away from a drinks break. The Infidels would like a drinks break at the moment. 4 wickets to fall in the first session already. Some adjustments for the field and bowlers now with the left-handed Niaz Ali on strike. On the leg side, he's hitting towards the short boundary here on the commentary tent side. See much longer across to the swimming pool using this far pitch. Shoot. Ali's got hold of that one. That's exactly what I was suggesting might happen. It's on to the training net roof there. Big 6. That's how Niaz Ali plays, and that's how he gets off the mark. And currently, it'll take a little bit of time to get the ball off. There we go. It was Dan Pascoe down there, KCC Premier League player. Managed to He's in the training nets doing some practice. He's got the ball back. Niaz Ali. And that's the 50 up for Kowloon Cricket Club. He's actually up the ball before he hit that one with the single. Always dangerous, Niaz Ali. Oh, he's moved across already. If he doesn't get hold of it, he might get bowled. He moved well across outside off there, trying to get some more runs on the leg side. Came off the bat. It's a single. Arthur Chu bowling at the moment. His first over. Been a little expensive with that 6. 8 coming from it so far. 2 more deliveries in his first over. Straight back to the bowler for a dot. So we'll get 1 more over in before the drinks break. It's currently 10:58 a.m. here in Hong Kong. Drinks break every hour. Sure, he's propped it up again. Dangerous shot, that one. Just floats it forward. That's the end of the 14th over. Kowloon Cricket Club, 58 for the loss of 4 wickets. Four wickets to fall so far. Darren Ngani has caught Damien Yee, bowled Henry Sue for 9. Captain Mo Khan out LBW for 7. Devang Balsara, last wicket to fall. Caught Jacob Lynn, bowled Henry Sue. And Farouk Saeed caught Henry Sue, bowled Henry Sue. It was a caught and bowled. We will see a change in bowling now. Henry Sue has done the damage with his first 7 overs. 4 wickets for 22. Change in bowling will be Ming Lee from the restaurant end. Niaz Ali on strike. Just ticked over to 11 a.m. but the umpires were already in place. We will bowl this over from Ming Lee. 1 slip in, gully, point, short cover, mid off, mid on. They do have somebody back outside the rope now, down wide long on. So this time we've seen a bit of spin today. Usually the spinners bowl from the bowling green end, but Ming Lee will be bowling from the restaurant end. Round the wicket to the left-hander, just a single. Now the right-handed Garg on strike. Lots of field placement changes. Got 3 on the leg side, none out on the rope. A slip. Looks like they've brought everybody inside the circle. I can't see anyone hiding on the rope anywhere, but there may be one. Looks like everybody in for the leg spinner. It's outside off. Managed to get through one of them. There was 3 in that little cordon. Gets the single. And we'll do it all again for the left-handed Niaz Ali. Lee to go around the wicket with his right arm leg spin. Angle the ball into Niaz Ali. Short. He's wound up on it. There is a fielder out there. I'm not sure he picked it up very quickly, but that's raced to the park bench. We'll get that 4 runs. Niaz Ali had an eternity to see that one coming. It was pitched short, obviously moving into his body. Anything he needed to do was beat the fielder inside the circle, and that he did. That's his 2nd boundary. Lee to Ali, that one's fuller. Just defended by Niaz Ali. Got 8 runs off 5 balls so far. Niaz Ali, that's the way he plays. Just leant back on there. Just a little misfield allows the single. It was hit very hard. That will bring Arush Garg on strike for the final delivery of the 15th over. This time they will put somebody out on the rope. Deep mid-wicket. It's a short boundary. Oh, it's a swing and a miss. I don't think that got up there. That's the end of the 15th over. KCC Infidels 65 for the loss of 4 wickets. We're going to take a drinks break here at Kowloon Cricket Club. We'll be back with all the live action very shortly.
Okay, I'll give you support.
Welcome back to Kowloon Cricket Club. Drinks break almost over here. First session of 15 overs, you'd have to say that Cricket Hong Kong Dragons right on top. KCC Infidels batting 65 for 4. Needing a big partnership now from Niaz Ali and Arush Garg. Put the runs on the board. All the wickets falling from one bowler. It was Henry Shue. Got 4 for. So far, he's still got 3 overs left as well. 4 for 22 off his 7. Teddy Tong bowled 6. None for 26 at the moment. We're into the second string of the bowlers. Looks like Arthur Chu to continue from the bowling green end. It's a little breezy again here at KCC. Left-handed Niaz Ali on strike. Everyone seems almost ready. Scorers are ready. Umpires are ready. Chu to continue his second over. It's full, right in the slot there. Oh, there's a misfield, so they'll get through for a single. Wasn't a misfield to be had, to be honest. Went straight to him, then went straight through him. Brings Arush Garg on strike. He's on 9. Bowled there from Arthur Chu. Left alone outside off by Garg. Again defended by Garg. Dragons keeper Liu up to the stumps. One slip in. Have a deep third outside the circle. As far as I can see, that's all they have, the Dragons outside the circle. Plenty of attacking fielders. He's belted that one. It was in the air for a while, but he got a hold of it. I'm not sure it'll run all the way. They're chasing it down. It will. It run down the hill. Hits over the rope. No, he managed to save it. That is a very long boundary down there. I thought down the slope, but it was a big run from the mid-off. Managed to chase it down, keep it to 2. Another dot ball. Final delivery of the Arthur Chu over. It's a big full toss outside, off, left alone. I think that's the end of the over. It is. Everyone was a little slow to move. 16 overs done. KCC Infidels 68 for the loss of 4 wickets. Ming Lee with the right arm leg spin to continue. Niaz Ali on strike. Strike he has. He's hit a 6 and a 4, 14 runs from just 8 deliveries, a strike rate of 175. 2 outside the circle now for the Dragons. One at deep cover. One at deep mid-wicket, or wide deep mid-wicket. Almost somewhere between long on and deep mid-wicket. It's just trickled that around the corner. There is no fine leg. Slip will have to chase that down. There's 2 in that, they say. They're running for it. Niaz Ali, yes, the throw was slightly off. Misgloved by Liu, and they safely get home for a 2. There is no protection on the leg side for the Dragons, behind square for the left-handed Ali. First slip had to chase that one down. Lead to continue around the wicket. Still some changes. Now, as I said, there was nobody behind square. They've now put in a coverage there for the one shot around the corner. And again, this time, goes straight to the fielder. Good captaincy there by the Dragons. Make the change. He's wound up on that one. You could see for a while that Ali was going to try to hit that one out of the ground, but it was very full. He wasn't able to get under it and gets the single down to mid-on. These two keeping the run rate ticking over. Now Arush Garg on strike. Oh, it's beaten him. Bit of spin outside off. Moved away from the right-hander. Good delivery. I was talking to the umpires in the drinks break, and there is a bit of uneven bounce bowling from this end. Could trouble the batters, especially the right-hander with the spin. That one's pitched too far inside the leg, and it's raced away to the boundary. Over the rope for 4. Garg didn't get all of it, but he didn't need to. All the fielders were inside the circle. Tried it again, but hit it straight to the fielder this time. Gets the dot ball. That's the end of the 17th over. KCC Infidels 75 for 4. This partnership between Niaz Ali and Arush Garg now up to 26, which is the biggest partnership of the innings so far. Change of bowlers from the bowling green end. Jacob Lim is coming into the attack. Niaz Ali on strike. We will get some spin from the bowling green end. Floated that up. Hit straight back to the bowler. And through the hands onto the stumps. Arush Garg was back safely. As for the field to the left-handed Ali, they do have a deep mid wicket, which isn't that deep considering how short that boundary is. Square leg, mid-on. They do have a fielder also out on the extra cover boundary. Yeah, that's gone in the air. That could go straight to that fielder I was talking about. Oh, it's been dropped. Oh, that could be costly. Ali did not get any of that, and it's just gone straight up in the air. Fielder out there at, what was it, deep mid-wicket. Only had to come in 2 or 3 steps. It was in the air for a long time. Fell on him a little. Maybe the breeze made it drop quickly, and he spilled it as he fell to the ground. We'll see how costly that was with the score on 75. Owen's short. Again, it's hard to pierce this Dragons field. Only the one person outside the ropes now. It's that deep mid wicket for the right-handed Garg. And that's exactly where it's going, but it's a very long boundary, so 2 bounces to the fielder at deep mid wicket. Just a single. Fairly safe shot there from Garg. It's a long boundary, so I'm going to try to carry the rope. It will be fraught with danger, but 2 bounces to the fielder out there. Just confirming there are 2 deliveries left of Jacob Lim's first over. Niazali trying to guide that one down through about 3rd slip. They do have a lot of protection on that offside for him. Putting a player into 3rd. So a single out there. Mid-on comes around to pick that one up. And that will be the end of the 18th over. Kowloon Cricket Club Infidels 78 for 4. Bing lead to continue from the restaurant end. He's bowled 2 overs so far. A little expensive. 14 runs coming from those 2 overs. He is bowling to the big hitting Niaz Ali. He's up to 19 off only just 15. Lee to Ali. Oh, he's got to hold a lot of that one. That's going a long way. All the way up onto the banking. Just went down on one knee, right out of the middle, straight over mid-on's head. Big 6 again. That's Niaz Ali's 2nd 6 of his innings. He should have been caught last over, and we're starting to see how costly that drop catch might be. This partnership now 35. 5.1 overs. Cheeky little single there. Tickled round the corner. Well played, well run. This partnership, I said, is now 36 off 32 deliveries. It's what the Infidels needed after those very quick wickets fell. Infidels were 4 for in under 50 runs. Oh, it's beaten everything. Again, the leg spin of Ming Lee is troubling Arush Garg at times. He's moving away from him. He's prodding the bat at it, and he's been very lucky so far not to get an edge. Might have a quick look around the grounds. Up at Hong Kong Cricket Club, the Optimus playing Little Saiwan. HKCC are 76 for 4 off 17 overs. A very similar position to where KCC Infidels are at the moment. And over at Ting Kwong Road, the big hitting Sri Lankans Cricket Club, after 27.4 overs, they're 152 for 6. Looks like Sri Lankans will set the Vagabonds a decent total to chase. Ting Kwong Road Recreation Ground, of course. You can score big. I've seen a 300. No problems at all. In the Premier League, I think that was Pakistan Association that scored 302 or the likes in their 50 overs in the Premier League. We're in Division 2 here. That one called wide. Mainly just spinning it a bit too far outside off. Again, that's the delivery. It's causing Arush Garg a whole world of pain. He comes forward to it, prods the bat at it, it moves away, spins away. At the moment, Ming Lee's deliveries are just too good. Arush Garg can't get a bat on it. got a lot of catching positions in now. They know that Mingley's, yes, that's well left outside off that time by Arush Garg. That's the end of the 19th over. Kowloon Cricket Club Infidels 86 for 4. Jacob Lim to continue from the bowling green end. Lim's first over only went for 3 runs. And with the right arm leg spin. It's left outside off, called wide, outside leg, sorry. Oh! Arush Garg tried to run himself out there, came halfway down the pitch. Niaz Ali was doing nothing there. He had not moved a foot. Garg had to very quickly turn around and dive. Jacob Lim now going around the wicket to the left-handed Niaz Ali. Trying to get the ball moving in from outside the off stump. It's just trickled away around the corner. He's got a little bit of bat on that one. It's not going to go all the way to the rope. Heading down here towards the commentary tent. Very quickly run though by Niaz Ali. 2 runs. Even if they'd fielded it and thrown it to the keeper, Ali was well home. Dragons persisting with only 2 outside the circle. Deep wind wicket. Deep extra cover. Lim to Ali. It's going to go all the way. He can jump as high as he likes out there at deep mid-wicket. It went straight over his head for 6. It was exactly to the same player that dropped him in the last over. And there's a tall player out there, but he did not have any chance. That came straight out of the middle. Metre or 2 over the top of the head of the fielder, standing on the rope. 6 runs. Called wide again. It's gone big again. It's very, very high. I don't think it's going to make the rope. It did, in the end, trickle over the boundary for 4. That went incredibly high. The yells of catch it. Again, everyone inside the circle. It's very, very hard for the fielders to get hold of that one. It's 10. Ali's hit 12 plus a wide this over. 2 wides, I should say. 14 coming from the over so far. 3 balls still remaining. Niaz Ali has got into Jacob Lim's head. Now they're making the adjustments. They've put a deep, long off out on the rope where that ball just landed. Oh, that's popped up, but there's nobody in close. No damage done. It's a much better delivery there from Jacob Lim. He's wound up on that one too. Is it going to go all the way? It's a big long boundary back there. Yes, that's been called 6. That went a long way, that one, and it had a bit of wind to help it carry it over the ropes. This is a devastating over for the Infidels. So far, it has gone wide 2, 6, wide 4.6. Still 1 delivery to come. 20 off the over so far already. He's wound up on that one too. That's going to go over the rope. That's another 6. 26 off the over. And that is Niaz Ali's 50 up in only 24 deliveries. 23 deliveries. Wow. Again, how costly will that drop catch on the Infidels? Were on 75 when Niaz Ali was dropped on the mid-wicket boundary. It's now 112 for 4 off 20. Put on 37 runs since that drop catch. Ali motoring away, putting on another 24. Get up to his 50. Strike rate of 217. 2 4s, 5 6s in that 50. This is the partnership that the Infidels needed. And they've got it from Niaz Ali. Ming Lee to continue. This will be his 4th over. He's bowled 3 overs, none for 22. Right arm leg spin over the wicket to Arush Garg. He's just been sitting back and watching the big hitting of Niaz Ali. He's only on 16. He's faced 30 deliveries, now 31. But that's his job with Niaz Ali out in the middle. Arush Garg just needs to keep the runs ticking over. Give the strike to Ali. That's in the air, but that's gone right between the two fielders coming down towards the commentary tent for 4. Looks like Arush Garg wants to get in on the big hitting action. He's now hit 2 4s and a 6 in his 20. There's so much going on in that last over. They scored 20 off it. Infidels brought up their 100. Niaz Ali brought up his 50. And these two brought up their 50 partnership. They couldn't keep up with the balls flying everywhere. Oh, there's a mix-up now. Oh, they've thrown it to the wrong end. Had it gone to the keeper, Arush Garg was in all sorts of strife because they went yes, then no. And, of course, Garg's very quick. So is Niaz Ali, but Niaz Ali wasn't as quick out of the blocks. Okay, they're going to have a bit of a chat now about this running because it's not the first time that there's been some indecision between the two of them. I'm sure the words from Niaz Ali is there's still 30 overs left. No point running yourselves out at the moment in the 21st over. Ming Lee. That stayed very low outside off. Said there's a little bit of uneven bounce. If you're bowling from the restaurant end, you can hit a spot and it stays low. It's the second time we've seen it. Bit of chat out there from Niaz Ali. Not sure if it's directed at the umpire or Ming Lee, but either way, we will continue. There's that delivery Ming Lee's been troubling Arush Garg with, especially if it gets a little bit of spin. Moves away, makes the batter play. And another dot ball to end the 21st over. Kowloon Cricket Club Infidels 116 for 4. This partnership now 67. Niaz Ali came in when the score was 49 for 4 after 13 overs. Been in for 8 overs. A partnership of 67. Run rate since this partnership's run rate is over 8 and over, and what it has done is help move the Infidels run rate now up to 5.52 after 21. Change in bowling. They're bringing Arthur Chu back into the lineup. He bowled 2 overs in his first spell, went for 11. They're trying to mix it up now. You saw in the last over, Niaz Ali got right into Jacob Lim's head and went for a ton of runs. So they've taken the spin out of the attack, bringing the left-armed pace back in. But there is some arguments about where the fielder should be placed, so we're just waiting. Putting more protection on the offside. The left armour to the left-hander, Niazali. He's got a big top edge on that one. Oh, there is a fielder hiding behind the sight screen down there. Thought that was going to race away to the ropes. Our view from the commentary tent. He was hiding behind the sight screen. So just the single. Arthur Chu to Aruj Garg. Again, have to wait for some field changes. The right-hander, they've got a deep, they've got a long on and a long off. Player is still in, waiting down a fine leg as well. He didn't move around for the right-hander. That's just guided to point, no run. No one out on the swimming pool rope for the Dragons. One at square leg, one at mid-wicket, all inside the circle. Is a very long boundary back there. Bowled it outside off. Chu's missed it. Dewes missed it. Dot ball. So far, a much tidier over from the Dragons, from the bowling green end. That one came straight out of the middle, but they said there's two players down on the ropes. They could raffle it about who's going to field it. Just the single. It's a good stroke from Garg. Sometimes he's played and missed in this innings, but that one came straight out of the middle. Lim to Niaz Ali. Punch that straight to point. Tiny misfield. No run in it. Again, Aruj Garg was halfway down the pitch. Eager for the singles. Four outside the circle now for Niaz Ali. Now they're bringing one in from cover. Deep mid-wicket, long on, long off. I'm sure the player down at third is there, still on the ropes. He is. Oh, now there's a discussion between the umpires. So there'll be a discussion between the batters. Not entirely sure what the conversation is. Is it that there was too many people outside the circle? Counting how many in and outside the circle. Said when Ali took strike there, they had deep cover, deep third, long off, long on, and a deep mid wicket. Just doing a count of where the players are. There's four outside the circle now. Looks like everybody's reasonably happy and we can continue. Final delivery of Arthur Chu's over. Oh, Niaz Ali's eyes lit up there, but he's hit it straight to cover. That's the end of the 22nd over. KCC Infidels 118 for 4. Go around the grounds. Hong Kong Cricket Club playing Little So One up at Hong Kong Cricket Club. The Optimists are now in all sorts of strife. 20.1 overs, 90 for 7. Over at Ting Kwong Recreation Ground. Sri Lankans Cricket Club, 169 for 6. Bing lead to continue from the restaurant end here at Kowloon Cricket Club. We've seen previously he has caused some issues for Arush Garg. Gets it to spin, move away to the offside. They've got a lot of catching positions in. There's a first slip, there's a gully, there's a short mid-off, cover. He's punched it straight to that short mid-off. Went to him on one bounce. Won't have any arguments about players outside the ring because there's none of them in this over. Everybody inside the circle. That's a long way outside off and called wide. Leader Garg, similar line, leaving it outside off with the spin, the right arm leg spin. Not looking to bowl him around his legs or anything, especially with no fielders outside the circle, only 3 on the leg side. He's looking to get him an edge, perhaps. It's well floated up, that's the ball. Spins a little bit more. He'll get Garg's outside edge. Safely played this time. Yeah, it's a big one, that one. He floated it up and it got delivered straight over the rope for 6. It was in the slot for Arush Garg and he did not miss out. Over pitched, hit it straight out of the middle of the bat, over the short boundary ropes. Big 6. Takes the pressure off a little bit. Moves Garg to 27. That's actually his second 6. 2 6s, 2 4s in his 27. What will Lee deliver? This one shorter, faster, and stayed very low. Outside off. That was "you're not going to hit me for 6" a second time delivery, that one. That one's full, it's beaten him. Played all over the top of that one. It was a similar length to the one that went for 6. That time, Arush Garg played all over the top of it. No damage done. That's the end of the 23rd over. Kowloon Cricket Club Infidels 125 for 4. Arthur Chu with his left arm mediums to continue to Niaz Ali. Last over, Arthur Chu was very tidy, only 2 singles from it. After he was brought back on into the attack after Niaz Ali belted 20 off and over. That one's full outside off, called wide. Talked him up, said the last over was very tidy, and he starts off with a wide, just to make me look a little bit silly. And how's the field? We had field issues earlier. Still got the long on, long off. Deep third. That's all there is, it looks like, out on the ropes. Good delivery there from Arthur Chu, cramping up Niaz Ali. Just defended away onto the offside. This partnership now 77 runs between Niaz Ali and Arush Garg. That's on the leg side. It's chipped in the air. It's very lucky. That could have gone anywhere. Wanted to flick it over the ropes, but didn't get a lot of it. Hit it into a vacant paddock and got away with it. Just the single. And a reminder, it's 52 runs now since Niaz Ali was dropped on the rope. Keeping account of how costly that drop catch will be. Arush Garg on strike. Wrapped him on the thigh pad, far too high to be anything untoward. He's been out there for 46 deliveries now. At times, Garg has looked a little sketchy. He's beaten the bat a few times. But the ones he's hit out of the middle have looked very, very good. And again, doing his part, just partnering with Niaz Ali. Remembering these two came together when the score was 49. And the Infidels were in all sorts of trouble at that point. Henry Sue doing all the damage for the Dragons. He's got all 4 wickets. He's got 3 overs left. It'll be a decision for the Dragons on when to use them up. His line and length and in swing just caused all sorts of dramas. That's a swing and a miss. Stay low. Some deliveries staying low from both ends now. With Dragons keeper Jason Liu up to the stumps, be a tough chance. If only a feather, he'll be able to get it, but if any decent edge on it, might go to the side. That one was fuller. Just punched down to long off, long on. That's the end of the 24th over. Infidels 128 for 4. Ming Lee to continue from the restaurant end. 5 overs so far, no wickets for 33. He hasn't bothered Niaz Ali very much, but he has been bothering Arush Garg, who is on strike at the moment. You have to say Ming Lee's been unlucky not to get a wicket. He's bowling a bit flatter and faster now. He's got an inside edge this time. Managed to trickle it to first slip. Missed the stumps. Luck's a fortune. Last over we saw Ming Lee float him up a little bit more and he got hit for 6. At the moment he seems to be bowling flatter and faster to the right-hander. That one was short. I think there might have been a finger on that one. It was a race to the boundary for 4. It's hit hard. To the right of that short mid-wicket. Fingertips to it. Incredibly tough chance. You have to put it down as a chance, but went for 4. Too short there from Ming Lee. Gave Arush Garg all the time in the world to line that one up. That one's fuller, and that one floated up a bit more. Those were the deliveries that Ming Lee was troubling Arush Garg with, so I'm not sure why he's changed to this flatter, shorter bowling. I mean, nobody likes getting hit for 6, but sometimes you get a 6, sometimes you get a wicket. That's better. That's up in the air, but that's going to go all the way. It's into the netting. 6 runs. Arush Garg now putting the hammer down. 4 and a 6 this over. He moves to 38 now. They've put somebody back now on that fence, but that would have gone over their head no matter what. That one's defended. Bit of bowling there from Ming Lee. Some Sometimes it's too short or sometimes it's too full. They do get punished, but the ones that are perfect, very difficult to play. He's already got that inside edge this over. Good little battle here between Lee and Garg. That one's floated up into the block hole. It's a very quick single. If that hits, it would have been out. He was a long way out. Unfortunately, the diving throw went to the side of the stumps. It was side on. Very difficult. That is the end of the 25th over. We're halfway mark. KCC Infidels 139 for 4. Arthur Chu to continue. This will be his 5th over from the bowling green end. Left arm medium pace. The right-handed Arush Garg, who had a big over last over, scored 11. That's wide outside, off and called wide. That's a bit of a bottom edge there from Garg, but absolutely safe. No mid on in, only the long on. Had to chase it down. Wild throw. Gets a single. He trundles along to 40. Now after Niaz Ali went bang, 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 bang and got his 50, he's been very quiet. He hasn't had a lot of the strike. It's been a few overs since that 50 came up. I'm 52 at the moment. Managed to pick out again. Arush Garg comes a long way down the pitch. And then sometimes if the ball goes to the fielder, he has a long way to get back. And that went pretty much straight to the square leg fielder. It's full toss. That's coming our way, surely. That's a top edge. It's not going to make it all the way. Oh, it's full in one bounce. That was in the air for a long time. 4 runs, 1 bounce over the rope. I'm standing up at the moment, so I lost all sight of that one. Went very high, went straight towards us. Didn't clear the rope. I thought it was going over our heads, but too much of a top edge. Almost a chance. Ming Lee was running backwards with the flight of the ball, but didn't get there in the end. Over the rope for 4. That is Niaz Ali's 3rd 4. That one's in the block hole. Much better delivery. The last one was a full toss. It deserved to go over the rope. Niaz Ali didn't quite get all of it. That's short. That should be delivered. It's going. Oh, it's just fallen short of the square leg fielder there. Did not come out of the middle at all from Niaz Ali. There was a fielder hiding right there next to the square leg umpire. It's just fallen short. That's 2 chances, hard chances. You wouldn't call that last one a chance as such. It fell short, but there's 2 in the air this over. Good battle by the left hand to the left hand. And Arthur Chu pulls out of that delivery. Getting his run up all out of whack. It's the number 66, bowling to the number 56, Niaz Ali. No run there, dot ball. That's the end of the 26th over. Kowloon Cricket Club Infidels 145 for 4. Ming Lee to continue from the restaurant end. This is 7th over. That's short of flatter delivery. There is a person down there here fielding. Long on. Just the single. We've seen lots of battles between Ming Lee and Arush Garg. We haven't seen a lot of Ming Lee against the left-handed Niaz Ali. We are about to now. A slip in place. Short cover. Long off. A wide deep mid wicket. Comes down to pitch. Tries to belt that one. Straight to the mid-on fielder. Looks like Niaz Ali is going to try to attack Ming Lee. First delivery. Decides to take 2 or 3 steps down. It's chopped away on the offside. Is it going to beat all the fielders? It is. That's 4 runs. That brings up the 150 for the Kowloon Cricket Club Infidels. And also, that brings up the 100 partnership between Arush Garg and Niaz Ali. They came together when the score was 49 for 4. It's now 150 for 4. A 101 run partnership between these two. Just what the Infidels needed. Again, Niaz Ali comes down, chops it out. For the first time ever, Arush Garg wasn't halfway down the pitch when the run was called, but he made it home safely. Get the single. That moves Niaz Ali onto 61. He's still going at 169 strike rate. Arush Garg, 41, 57. He's started to put the hammer down, especially last over where he hit Ming Lee for 11. That's very full. It's beaten everything. I think there was an appeal for caught behind there, but I'm almost positive Arush Garg hit the ground and nothing else. Last delivery of Ming Lee's 7th over. That's shorter. There is a player out here for that shot. It's the captain, Siegfried Way. That's the end of the 27th over. Kowloon Cricket Club Infidels 151. 152. Let's say 152 for 4 after 27. This partnership now over 100. Wonder if the CHK Dragons might think about bringing back their strike bowler in Henry Hsu, who's just taken all the wickets. Everybody else has got noughts in the wicket column except for Henry Hsu. He's got 5. Henry Hsu, 4. Sorry, as is Kowloon Cricket Club. Must be getting close to drinks break. Aaron's mind's going a little wandery. Arthur Chu to continue from the bowling green end. Defend. Oh, it's misfielded by Chu. They get through for a single. Just defended back to the bowler there by Arush Garg. And Arthur Chu really didn't know what was going on. Went straight through him. Left armour to the left-hander. He's keeping it outside that offline. That was hit very hard. Got one hand down to it, but continues to race away, rolling down. They'll get 2. Very long boundary towards the swimming pool area. Get some congratulations from his fellow teammates. If he hadn't got a hand on that, I think it would have been 4. Save 2 runs. Oh, it's in the air. Chop back towards the bowler, but on the onside, so no chance really. Just the single. that straight out of the middle. It's called no ball. Arthur Chu has overstepped there. This will be a free hit. Last time, this is only the second no ball that they've bowled. The first one was over waist height. This one was overstepping. I think Arush Garg was on strike then too, perhaps. Or was it Taran? There was no damage done. It was a dot ball that time. Let's see what Arush Garg has got with his free hit. And he has wound up on that one. That is a very long boundary. Is it just the 4? Yeah, just the 4. On any other pitch, that would have been 6. One bounce over the boundary. Dealt with very well there by Arush Garg, the free hit. Nothing to lose. He moves to 47. One more of those. He'll bring up his half ton. Like it was trying to be maybe a slower ball. Full outside off. Dot ball. Good comeback delivery for Arthur Chu. He's about to complete his 6th over. So far, no wickets for 31. Going at a 5.31 runs per over, which is less than what the Infidels are. So you'd have to say he's bowling well. That one's in the air. Over the top. Picked up there by long off. Just for a single. That completes the 28th over. Kowloon Cricket Club Infidels 162 for 4. Go around the grounds up at Hong Kong Cricket Club. The Optimist taking on the Little Saiwan Go Green Diamonds. Optimist 113 for 7 after 26. And over at Ting Kwong, big hitting Sri Lankans Cricket Club 208 now from 6 after 38.2. Change of bowling for the CHK Dragons. Jacob Lim, who was bowling from the bowling green end, is now coming on from the restaurant end. He's bowling to Arush Garg. That was a very rank full toss. Garg missed out on that one. Probably wasn't expecting a full toss first up. First 2 overs for Jacob Lim went for 29. Garg missing out on that one as well. It was short. It was there to be hit. Do have protection on the leg side on the ropes. Dragons. Long on. Deep mid wicket. That's short again. That's going all the way. There's no way anybody's going to be catching that. That has cleared the training nets and gone into the park behind us. Huge 6. Dropped it short there, Jacob Limp. And Arush Garg was all over it. That brings up his 50. He's 54 off 67 deliveries. A partnership with Niaz Ali that was desperately needed for the Infidels, and he has brought up his 50 in style. He's now hit 4 4s and 4 6s in his 54. Far too short there from Jacob Limp. On the short boundary for the leg side for the right-hander. And Arush Garg just helped it over the training nets into the park for 6. Again, very short. This time hit straight to the square leg fielder. No run. Just getting the field place set, the Dragons. Put the deep mid wicket in. That one's a better delivery. Foolish. Chopped into the ground. Crowd catch there for the caught and bowled. As they move the deep mid wicket in to a catching position almost. and moved the square leg back to the boundary where that 6 flew over the top. That's short again. It's in the air. It's crunched straight down to long off. There's no mid-off in place. Might have been a catch if there was. It's a single. That's the end of the 29th over. Kowloon Cricket Club Infidels 169 for 4. Little confusion out in the middle. We had 6 balls bowled. They were just conferring to make sure that 6 legal balls were delivered, and they were. So that is the end of the 29th over. This partnership now in 16 overs, 120 on the board. Niaz Ali and Arush Garg getting the run rate up, almost heading towards 6. Arthur Chu to continue from the bowling green end. We're about 5 minutes away from drinks here, the second session. Second session has been all Kowloon Cricket Club. No wickets lost. Over 100 on the board. Just defended there by Garg. Well played, well bowled. 7th over for Arthur Chu. He's bowled them all from the bowling green end. Put that in the slot. Wasn't a lot of foot movement from Garg, but he got it out of the middle down to long on. Yeah. Single for Garg brings Niaz Ali on strike. So we haven't seen a lot of him. He's up to 64. Most of it's been Garg in the last few overs. Full, just the single, chopped out to deep mid-wicket. One's a bit shorter, just punched away on the leg side by Garg. Another single. These two keeping the runs just ticking over nicely. They've hit the bad balls over the boundary where they were, but the rest, now the field is a lot more spaced out. The singles are pretty easy to come by. The Dragons spending a lot of players out on the rope. That one was a full toss, but it was dropping on Niaz Ali. Similar to the last single he made. Chops it out there to deep mid-wicket for a single. Oh, that's a top edge. Big full toss. Lucky to get away with it there, both of them. Arthur Chu bowling a full toss, probably should have been belted to the boundary, and Arush Garg just getting a thick top edge on it. Lucky not to fly to a deep gully. In Ming Lee came in, fell a few steps in front of him. And I might just point out, KCC Infidels are now on 175 for 4. It's exactly 100 runs since the Dragons dropped Niaz Ali. That's how expensive that drop catch has become. Ali is batting almost on off stump, looking to put it over the commentary tent or over the training ground. He's batting very wide to the left-hander. It's a little battle. Left armour to the left-hander. Go again. That's going all the way. That's exactly why he was in that position. That's probably the biggest six. That's into the park, the children's park over the back. Might take a while to get that ball back. It's gone a long way. Here's Ali. That we're going to call drinks, I think, or they're just going to go have a quick drink while we look for this ball. It is the end of the 30th. KCC Infidels 182 for 4. Still 1 minute short, but if the umpires aren't in place, I think we'll call drinks here. Yes, that drop catch has now cost Cricket Hong Kong Dragons 107 runs. That's what they've put on since Niazali was dropped. Players going off for drinks, umpires going off for drinks. Commentator will go have a drink. We'll be back here live from the Kowloon Cricket Club very shortly for the final session of this first innings game between Cricket Hong Kong Dragons and the Kowloon Cricket Club Infidels.
Sorry, but we've got a change of ball. Okay.
Welcome back to Kowloon Cricket Club for this Sunday Elite Division 2 game between the CHK Dragons and the KCC Infidels. Just finished the second drink break after 30 overs. Infidels 182 for 4. At the end of the last over, Niaz Ali has smacked a ball so far. It's gone out of the ground into the children's park behind us. That ball's lost, so we've had a change of ball. We're not going to get a change of bowler though. It looks like, is it Ming Lee continuing? No, we will get a change of bowler. Change of bowler, it's Yee bowling from, that's a full toss. Rushkag didn't put it away, full toss on leg stump. Damien Yee bowling from the restaurant end. That one stayed low. There's that spot outside off to the right-hander. Just doesn't get up, it doesn't bounce. Moment it's outside offline. That's very short. Oh, that's beaten. A Garg there. Good delivery. We've seen all morning. Those are the deliveries that trouble the Garg. Outside off. Bit of movement. Prods the bat at it. That one's short, fast, going down leg, called wide. Rightly so. Get the birds chirping. Just after midday here, Kowloon Cricket Club. Another big swinging. And a miss. Kept that back foot planted. Dragons keep it. Jason was right over that one for the stumping, but Garg did not come out of his crease. That one's short again. Just defended this time. Two out on the rope on the leg side, a long on. Oh, it's beaten him. It might have got an inside edge or he hit the ground. It's beaten everybody. We'll see if that's buys. Umpires are discussing whether it came off the bat. That as confused as us. They are going to call it buys. Yeah, I thought the Rushkag hit the ground there and it beat him and it beat the keeper. That's the end of the 31st over. Kowloon Cricket Club, 184 for 4. Up at Hong Kong Cricket Club, the Optimists now 8 down, 128 for 8 in 29.1 overs against Diasqua Little Saiwan. And over at Ting Kwong, also 8 down, is Sri Lanka. The Sri Lankans Cricket Club Lions, 238 for 8 in the 44th over. Change of bowling from the bowling green end, but it's not a new bowler. It's Ming Lee, who was bowling from the restaurant end previously. He's bowled 7 overs already, none for 51. He said the end he's bowling from now is usually where the spinners bowl from, so we'll see if he gets any more luck. But he will be in danger of Niaz Ali and his left hand batting on the short boundary. But Arush Garg on strike now. He's on 58. These two had a very good battle when he was bowling from the restaurant end. But again, it looks like Ming Lee's bowling that faster, flatter line. Harder to hit over the rope, but troubles Arush Garg less. Slip in place. That one's floated up. That's a top edge. It's fallen short of a deep gully. Just the single. Again, Ming Lee troubling Arush Garg, gets the top edge. Now, this will be interesting with the left-handed big hitting Niaz Ali. The ball will be spinning towards him, hitting it to the short boundary. One player out. And he's wound up on that one, and that's gone over the rope for 6. Exactly what I suggested might happen. Short, it was flat. If a fielder was on the rope, that was a catch, but the fielder is far wider than that. Want to round mid-wicket. That one went out more like a deep square leg. Swept it around a corner. Short boundary, 6 runs. That is Niaz Ali's 7th 6. He moves to 78. And as we speak, the Dragons have now put a deep square leg out, exactly where that shot went. As I said, it was so flat and low, it could have been caught on the rope, but it cleared the rope for 6. That's a full toss in the good. There's no one out there, but it's not racing too quickly. It is racing too quickly. It's gone all the way for 4. They only had the mid long off and a deep cover, and that one's split. And actually, they brought the deep cover in, so the only one out there that could have cut that off is the long off. No chance. Another boundary for Niaz Ali. He's up to 82. That one's beaten him outside off. Better delivery there from Ming Lee, who come back after being hit for 6 and 4. 11 off the over so far with 1 delivery remaining. They've now brought the deep square leg back into a traditional square leg and put a slip in place. That's a full toss. That's going to go for 4. Raised to the boundary. The deep square leg that was there probably could have cut that off, but they pulled him inside the circle. That's the end of the 32nd over. Kowloon Cricket Club Infidels 199 for 4. That also brings up the 150 partnership between these two, Niaz Ali and Arush Garg. 150 run partnership. Amazing effort. Remembering that Niaz Ali was dropped on, the score was 75, so since that drop catch they've put on another 124. Damon Yee to continue from the restaurant end. His first over only went for 1 run. A few edges and inside edges. Falling fast and flat. Long off out. Deep mid-wicket. On the rope. Everybody else inside the circle, it seems. Racking up the dot balls again is Damon Yee. That one's fuller. It's in the air. They do have that player down there at long off. Again, no mid off. So no chance of a catch. Gets a single. Barushgar moves to 60. Now Zali now on strike. He's on 86. He'll be looking to get his ton. He's 60 runs since he was dropped on 26. A lot of yelling out in the field now from the Dragons, trying to get the field placings right. With the long boundary towards the swimming pool pavilion, they don't have anybody out on the rope there. They do have a long off and a deep cover. That's going all the way. Don't worry about chasing that one, fellas. That one has cleared everything right over the top for 6. That brings up the 200 for Kowloon Cricket Club Infidels. 206 for 4. The 200 came up on that single earlier. Now 206. After 13 overs, Kowloon Cricket Club Infidels were 49 for 4. In a world of hurt. They're going to be bowled out cheaply, maybe under 100. Then Niaz Ali and Arush Garg came to the crease. And it's been a display of cricketing ever since. Still making field changes. It's what happens when Niaz Ali is on strike. Dragons aren't sure where to put anybody. Left alone outside off as it is called wide.
Quick, David, quick, we're behind,
Damon Yee was having a pretty good over. Then he got hit for 6 and he's getting a little stressed now. You get called for a second wide in a row. And it's what happens. Niaz Ali gets in your head and all of a sudden loose deliveries come. It's going around the wicket this time. Well, that's kept low on the outsiders this time as well. It would be the right-hander's leg side for the left-handed offside. Just didn't bounce under the bat of Niaz Ali. That one is going all the way as well. Right over the top of the ropes. Another 6. A 6 to end the 33rd over here at Kowloon Cricket Club. The Infidels now 214 for 4. Ming Lee continuing from the bowling green and was hit for 4 off the first delivery from Arush Garg. Garg up to 64 now. It's a better length delivery from Ming Lee. Just ran off mid-over to try to discover what that electrical noise we can hear. Sounds like an air conditioner about to explode, but we'll continue here at the cricket. That split the gap there between the two fielders on the onside. That's racing away to the rope as well. Another 4 for Arush Garg. That's his 6th 4 in his 68. 1 point his strike rate was down around 30. It's now up to 78. 68 off 87 deliveries. And the Kowloon Cricket Club Infidels 2 for 4 at the moment. Well bowled and well defended by Garg. That's up in the air. There should be a chance. It should be out. And it is dropped. Another drop catch. How costly are these drop catches for the CHK Dragons? Arush Garg puts his hands on his head. He thought he was out. Big top edge. Went straight to the fielder. Bobbled it. Looked like it was in the mitts. Then it bobbled out. They get the single. Niaz Ali on strike. That one's not going to be caught. That one is going into the side. That almost hit the scoreboard. Huge 6. Big long boundary down there. And that's the end of the 34th over. Kowloon Cricket Club Infidels 229 for 4. And that's the 100 for Niaz Ali as well. He's up to 104. Bends down on the ground. Kisses the turf. Big knock, 104 off just 50 deliveries. Strike rate of 208. It's also 154 runs since Niaz Ali was dropped. These two trucking along now. Partnership up to 180. Well, we've lost that ball as well. Niaz Ali is working his way through the CHK Dragons box of balls. That's 2 lost already. Oh, they found it. The ball is back. The box of balls can go back on the table next to me. And we can get the 35th over underway. Run rate now for the Infidels up to 6.74. Damien Yee to continue from the restaurant end. 2 overs so far, none for 16. The Arush Garg on strike. Short, fast. Oh, it's beaten him. Unlucky there not to get a wicket. Yee. It's quick, it was low. Straight through Arush Garg. That one's Fuller in the block hole. Chopped out down to mid-on. A shortish mid-on. That one's short. It should get the punishment, and it does. Races away. Another 4. That's Garg's 7th 4 in his innings. He's up to 73 now. Just over 15 overs left. Some tough work out there for the Dragons at the moment. All on top. After 13 overs, they had 4 wickets. Ever since then, it's been all Infidels, with a couple of drop catches in between. A single there for Garg. He moves to 74. And the big hitting Niaz Ali back on strike. Three out on the rope on the offside for Niaz Ali. They don't need it because it's going on the leg side. That is going all the way over the top as well. And the sixes continue to rain. That is the end of the 35th over. Kowloon Cricket Club Infidels 240 for 4. That was Niaz Ali's 11th 6 in his innings of 110. Strike rate back over 215 now. 15 overs to go. Dragons, they dropped Niaz Ali when the score was on 75. They dropped to Rouge Garg when the score was on 222. Both of them very easy catches. And as they say in the classics, catches win matches. And at the moment, these two are very close to bringing up their 200-run partnership. Jacob Lim bowling from the bowling green end. That's very short. It's come off the toe of the bat there from Garg. Should have gone to the boundary, just the single. Yeah, that's... he's wound up on that one again. That one is, I think it might have dropped down on the netting, but might be in the Children's Park again. 12th 6 for Niaz Ali. He moves to 116. Kowloon Cricket Club up to 247 for 4. The partnership between Niaz Ali and Rouge Garg now up to 198. Would expect very shortly, if we can find the ball, their 200-run partnership will come up. Niaz Ali 116 off 52 deliveries, 6 fours, 12 sixes, strike rate of 223. That's short again. It's got a top edge though. He might get lucky. It's in the air for a very long time. He's under it. He's got it. They've finally got the breakthrough with a catch. Great catch down there at long on. Niaz Ali has to go. A very fine 116. Was in the air for a very long time, so the fielder had plenty of time to get around and get underneath it. And that's the breakthrough. The partnership was on 198. I thought I was going to call the 200-run partnership, but unfortunately Niaz Ali has to go. The score now 247 for 5. Just under 15 overs left. The Dragons will be looking to get a few more wickets. Now they can start getting towards the tail end. Shahir Samir coming into the crease now. He's been sitting there with the pads on for a very long time. The last wicket to fall was in the 13th, end of the 13th over. We're now into the 35th. Partnership 198 broken. Big top edge from Niaz Ali. Samir on strike. He's popped that up in the air. He's lucky there's nobody in close. And there's a misfield, so he will get off the mark. Getting the wicket, the Dragons have just let the pressure off there. It's going to go all the way down to the boundary. 4 byes. Everybody missed that one. That brings up the 250 for the KCC Infidels. Only 252 for 5. Again, Lim to Rouge Garg. Just punched out on the onside. That's the end of the 36th over. Kowloon Cricket Club Infidels 252 for 5. Damien Yee to continue from the restaurant end. He's bowled 3 overs so far, none for 27. Samir just walks away from that one. Something wasn't quite right. It's full, defended well. That one's on the leg side. Just tickled it around the corner. Got the single, well fielded. Didn't get all of it, but got a bit of bat on it. Gets the run. Dot ball there for you. Rushgard on 75 now. Put a lot of effort into that one, but just a single down to deep square leg. Leading edge there. The deep slip runs around. Another single. These two just keeping the runs trickling over. I think well over 300 should be on the cards from this point. 5 wickets left. All right, from the bowling green end, Jacob Lim to continue. Short outside off. Enough fielders out there just to keep it to a single. That one's a full toss. Punch down to long off. Samir on strike. He's on 4. Oh, he's missed it outside off. That was a good delivery there from Lim. Just had Samir poking at it. It's not really a shot. That one's a bit of a top edge. Nobody in that fielding position for a catch. They're out on the rope, so just the single. 2 deliveries remaining in Jacob Lim's 5th over. He got that wicket breakthrough, the big wicket of Niaz Ali last over. It's been expensive. He's gone for 47 so far off his 4.5, but doesn't matter when you get the wicket. Swing and a miss. That ends the 38th over. Infidels 257 for 5. And you to continue from the restaurant end. Samir's managed to get that through the infield, but just a single. Full pitched up. Oh, Samir went down the pitch for a run. Garg sent him back. Probably a run in it if Garg got off the mark quickly, but he was running to the danger end. The fielder is back on the ropes. That's a full toss. That's a top edge. That could be out. Oh, he's managed to clear the fielder that was inside, well inside the circle in catching position. So had he been on the circle edge, that was definitely going to be a catch. They get the single. Moved the square leg back on the rope. It's right in the block hole, that one. Chopped out by Samir for a dot. He's wound up on that one. That's going all the way. Don't worry about that one. Big six. Shahi Samir down on the knee. Whipped it around the corner on the leg side. Short boundary. Easy six. This time just happy to take the single. Because it's the end of the over and he keeps the strike. That is the end of the 39th over. Kowloon Cricket Club Infidels 266 for 5. Hit high in the air. Oh, it's been dropped. That's the third drop catch. Jacob Lim puts his hands on his head. Can't believe that one was dropped again. Shahi Samir has hit that straight up in the air. Yes, the fielder had to run back, but he was under it by the time it came down. Should have been taken. Now Lim follows up with a wide. The drop catches have been a hallmark of this inning so far. Ali was dropped when the score was on 75. Garg was dropped when the score was on 222. And Samir was dropped when the score was on 266. And was hit in the air. There is coverage down there. They'll get through for an easy 2. Garg was looking for a cheeky 3rd, but Samir wasn't running as fast as he was. Another 2 on the board for Garg. He moves along to 79. Was shorter, flatter, faster. So couldn't get around on it. He just flat batted it down to long on for a single. Another good delivery there from Jacob Lim. Unlucky not to get the wicket of Samir already this over. Again, flat batted to a wideish mid-off. It's flown over the top of the infield. Raced away to the boundary. Another boundary 4 for Samir. That's the end of the 40th over. Kowloon Cricket Club Infidels 275 for 5. Shouts of catch it on that last boundary from Samir. Living a little dangerously. He should have been caught the last over. Yee to continue from the restaurant end. Very full there. Hit straight back to Damon Yee. This is his 6th over. Again, similar length. This time, Garg manages to punch it down to long on for a single. He moves to 81. Samir on strike. Drop last over. That's shorter. Under 10 overs left now. It's the 41st over. That one's floated this time rather than shot in fast. The usual delivery from Damon Yee. Time tossed it up. It's keeping the singles running. Samir to 19. Garg only 19 away from his century. Oh, it's a top edge, but that is going all the way as well. Big 6 moves to 87. Changing bowling for the CHK Dragons. Teddy Tong coming back into the attack. He opened the bowling from the bowling green end. First 6 overs, no wickets for 26. That's a big full toss, no ball. 6 as well. No, 4. Well over waist height. Dealt with by Samir for 4. 1 bounce over the rope. Plus he will now get a free hit for the no ball. Costly delivery to start with for Teddy Tong. Yet to bowl a legal delivery this over. Nine overs remaining. Projected run scores up to 375. You need to be some big hitting to get there, but entirely possible with 5 wickets in the bank. It's bowled him on a free hit. Slower ball there from Teddy Tong, right in the slot, right in the Yorker length. It's gone straight through Samir. Last over from the bowling green end, he was dropped. This over, he's been bowled on a free hit. Have to say that he's the luck is on Samir's side at the moment. He's on 23. This time he comes down the wicket. That stayed very low as well. And outside offline, again, not getting a lot of bounce. At the moment, Dragons keeper Jason New isn't coming up to the stumps, even though Samir took 2 or 3 steps forward then. It's that Yorker length again, but Samir negated it by coming forward a step. And they're going to get 2 runs here. It's well run. Teddy Tong. That's another no ball. It was dangerous. That was head high. Samir's not wearing a helmet. That's his second over waist high ball this over. It was at least shoulder height by the time Samir bent down to try to hit it. Free hit. Last time free hit. Got bowled. Let's see what happens this time. Oh, it's a swing and a miss. It was a good length to be hit. He's missed it all. Well bowled by Teddy Tong. Just needs to keep those above waist high deliveries under control. Bowl more of the ones just like that delivery. It's in the block hole. Chopped out there by Samir. They're not going to come back for 2. Just the single. Go around the ground. Optimists were bowled all out in 32.5 overs, 132. Diasco Little Saiwan, Go Green Diamonds Knights. They need 133 to win. Currently 11 with the loss of no wicket after 2. Final delivery of Teddy Tong's over there. It's 42 overs done. KCC Infidels 294 for 5. Well, the second innings has started up at Hong Kong Cricket Club, and Little Saiwan in the box seat there, only needing 133. Over at Ting Kwong, Sri Lankan's Cricket Club, are setting quite the target for United Services Recreation Club. The SLCC Lions scored 267 in their 50 overs, loss of 9 wickets. They batted all the 50 overs out. So USRC Vagabonds will need 268 for victory. Damon Yee continuing from the restaurant end. Called wide, thought it was. Down leg side, they also ran one. 2 runs, yet to bowl a legal delivery. He's going to go round the wicket now. That's a big top edge. Somebody should be under that. That should be a catch, and it is. That's the end of Aruj Garg. He's out for 87. Well fought innings. The partnership between him and Niaz Ali was all the difference for this Infidels innings. 87. He'd be upset he didn't get his ton, but he did his job for his team. 87 off 113 deliveries. He's out caught. The way the Dragons have been catching today, he might have thought he'd been a chance to get dropped, but that was safely taken. Catch taken there very easily by Thinlay for the Dragons. Damien Yu gets his first wicket. 5 wickets down. It's actually 6 wickets down now. Just waiting for my scoreboard to update. 296 for 6. Looks like Atiq Iqbal's coming out to the middle. Joining Samir. Atiq will be on strike. Atiq's not done much damage with the bat lately in either the Sunday Elite or the Premier League 50 over format. He has done a lot of damage with the ball though. Comes forward, defends. The projected score slowly coming down as the wickets tumble. DLS projected runs is 364 now. Infidels just 4 runs away from getting the 300 up. That's short. They're going to go for a quick single here. Yeah, safely run. Hard to field there on the AstroTurf pitch. Bobbles around, so put the pressure on the field. Get 3 for their single. Brings Samir back on strike. A man has also lived dangerously. He's been dropped and bowled on a no ball. A free hit, I should say. And now he's just belted that one around the corner for 4. That's the 300 up for the Infidels. 42.5 overs, 301 for 6. I honestly didn't think I'd be calling the 300 mark for the Infidels after 13 overs when they were 49 for 4. Now 301 for 6. 197 run partnership between Niaz Ali and Aruj Garg certainly helped. Wind's really starting to pick up and get gusty here at KCC. You can see the dust flying up. That's the end of the 43rd over. Kowloon Cricket Club Infidels 302 for 6. 7 overs remaining. You can see on the screen that big partnership between Niaz Ali and Aruj Garg. It's basically all the damage done there. Almost a 200 run partnership for the 5th wicket. Teddy Tong to continue from the bowling green end. Have to say his last over was all over the shop. 2 over the waist, no balls. Bowled Samir on the free hit. This is now his 8th over. Samir comes down to pitch. It's probably just above waist high, but that's where he was down the pitch. Just a single. Had he been in his normal stance, it would have just been around thigh pad height. But again, Teddy Tong, a little loose with those deliveries, full tosses. Atiq Iqbal on strike now. He comes down the pitch as well, tries to guide it down to the commentary tent, but the second or third slip ran around, picked it up. Ming Lee missed the stumps, get through for the single. I think that perhaps Iqbal is going to do that mostly, just try to get the singles and get Samir back on strike. He's on 34 from 28 deliveries. Again, full toss. They do have a player out there, but he didn't get all of it. 2 bounces, just the single. Tong just struggling with his length at the moment. Barely a ball hitting the pitch. But it's the only damage done is singles at the moment. That's a better delivery. Got it onto the pitch. Atiq just delicately drops it near his toes and runs through for a single. He'd be wanting to save his energy coming out after lunch. He'll open the bowling without fail. Again, Samir comes down to pitch. That's going to go all the way for 4. Got it on the full, whipped it just inside square leg umpire and races away down to the trees for 4. He's negating anything Teddy Tong can do by coming down to pitch there. At the moment, it's going to have to be a discussion. Jason Liu, the keeper, is coming up to have a chat with Captain and Teddy Tong. It's like, do you want me to stand behind the stumps? That's when Teddy Tong continues his next over, of course. That was the end of the 44th over. Kowloon Cricket Club Infidels, 310 for 6. Big change in the bowling now for the Dragons. Henry Hsu back into the lineup. Did all the damage early. Took all 4 wickets in his first spell. 7 overs, 1 maiden, 4 for 22. I'm actually a little surprised that they saved him to the end, but they have. He's back into the attack. He's put it in the slot there for Atiq, but they have coverage down at long off. Just the single. His first spell with the new ball. I was talking to the umpires during one of the drinks breaks, and they said every single ball of his first, the 14 deliveries, including the one that got Mo Khan, they all would have hit the stumps. It's a little loose. Slapped out down to long on. That's gone up and up and up and up and over the rope for 6. Scooped up there by Atiq Iqbal. Ming Lee down here at long on. Thought he might have been a chance. It went very high, but also got into the breeze. Just floated over the top into the netting. Big 6 for Atiq Iqbal. That's a slower ball. Full toss was the attempt, I'm assuming, but I've got a feeling it might be called wide, plus a single. And it is. You can see what Henry Hsu was attempting there. Out of the back of the hand, slower ball, but he just sprayed it down leg. And tough. Jason Liu up to the stumps, keeping. Samir on strike. Samir wasn't sure what happened there, just got bottom edge of it. Gets through for the single. Just over 5 overs remaining. DLS projector's gone back up to 375, I should say. You'd think that the Infidels will have a swing. Like that one. Again, Atiq comes down, tries to get it in the slot. Just inside edge that one for a single. He's moved along to 11. And Shahi Samir, who's lived quite dangerously. He's up to 40 already. A big swing and a miss. That outside off Remember, it's staying low. That's the end of the 45th over. KCC Infidels 323 for the loss of 6 wickets. Over at HKCC, Little So One chasing 133 for victory. Not a big total. They're already 35 after 4 overs. Going at a run rate of 8.4. Everyone looking to go home early in that game. Here, we'll continue on. 5 overs remain. 4 wickets in the shed for Infidels. Atiq Iqbal on strike. Chops that one out. Straight back to the bowler. This is Teddy Tong's 9th over. First 8 went for 45. No wickets so far. Current run rate for the Infidels is 7.13. That's short, outside off. Nothing doing. Atiq looking back at the umpire, saying, I couldn't hit that. And he said, you could have, you just didn't. Legal dot ball. Again, the keeper's staying back for Teddy Tong. Probably wise, he's quick, but it is allowing the batters to take some steps down the pitch like this, as Atiq does. He's hit it straight to cover. Great catch. He's out. He's got to go. Atiq Iqbal is out for 11. And that's the 7th wicket to fall for Kowloon Cricket Club Infidels. They're 322 for 7. Said that the batters were trying to negate the bowling of Teddy Tong, and Atiq Iqbal did come down the pitch, get that on the full, but he's hit it straight to cover. Did not have to move at all. Again, second catch in a row there for Finlay. He's the man of the moment, ball magnet, and more importantly for the Dragons, he's the one holding the catches. Brings Vora out on strike. Not the usual Vora we'd be expecting. Dash Vora, of course, over in the UAE, playing in the Under-19s Men's World Cup qualifier. This is his brother. Another full toss, just outside the reach of Teddy Tong there for a caught and bowled. And gets Vora off the mark. Brings Samir back on strike. He'll be looking in these last 5 overs to at least bring up his half century. 9 more runs required. Again, takes big steps down. He's got a whole lot of that, but it's a very long boundary. He's getting under it. Oh, he's dropped it. That should have been caught. That's what he's down there for. It's a very long boundary, trying to clear the ropes for 6 down there. Tough ask. And they had the fielder down there. I don't know. Just getting confirmation from the umpires there that Samir and Vora ran 1 short, so they only got 1 after. That's going to be a no ball. Teddy Tong, that's his 3rd over the waist no ball. Samir living dangerously out there without a helmet on as well, the way Tong's bowling. Had to take evasive action very quickly. Now a free hit again. The last free hit, Samir was bowled. And there's a big swing and a miss there. Stayed low again, outside off. That's the end of the 46th over. Kowloon Cricket Club. 326 for 7. Four overs remaining in the Infidels innings. Henry Sue to continue. 8 overs, 1 maiden, 4 for 34. Got all those 4 in his first spell. Be looking to see if he can get a couple more. Get that 5 for at least. Malhavora on strike. He won't be wanting to give his wicket away. It's a big hit. It's somebody down here. It could be caught. Oh, it's a big diving effort there from Ingley, but unfortunately just outside of the mitts. It was in the air. Had to move very quickly around to his right. Gonna put it down as a chance, but very tough chance. He was horizontal by the time he got to the ball, flying through the air. Again, he's going to be in the action. Just one bounce this time for a single. He's now got the ball magnet on his back. 2 in a row straight to him. Well, not straight to him, but to him. That's the slower ball, I think, from Henry Sue. So far, just singles off this over. That's a full toss. It's gone high in the air. I think it's going to hit the tent. And it does hit the tent. Big 6 there from Samir. All the way over the top. Rolls off the top of the commentary tent. Hit the metal behind us, actually. If I didn't have the tent on, might have run over there and taken a catch. As it is, I watched it sail over my head. Big 6 there for Samir. And it's coming here again. I'm glad I've got a tent. It's actually smashed straight into the commentary tent. Another big 6, and that brings up Shahi Samir's 50. Back-to-back 6s. He moves to 55. He is targeting us here in the commentary tent. Just landed underneath the table here. Thought a little effects mic down in front of the rope might have been in danger, but it survived. This time, dot ball. That's the end of the 47th over. Kowloon Cricket Club Infidels 341 for 7. Yes, we might have to go across at lunch break and have a quick chat to Samir. Feel like we're being targeted. 2 right into the commentary tent, 1 on our heads, 1 on our legs. Back-to-back 6s, they were nicely hit. Shortish boundary. Teddy Tong. It's in the slot, didn't get all of it there, Vora, so a couple of bounces down to long on. He said Tong has been wayward. He's bowled 3 no balls over the waist in this spell. It is his final over. He's only got 5 deliveries left, 5 legal deliveries that is. Samir on strike. He's brought up his 50 in the last over with those back-to-back 6s. He's on 55. We tried a little tickle there, and it's very handy. 4 runs. He's going some sort of scoop ramp shot, but just managed to guide it down through first slip. No danger, no slip in. Samir's in a hurry. He knows there's only 2.4 overs left. Last 4 balls, he's got 66.4. There's again, that's the no ball. That's the 4th no ball, and it's going to race away for 4 to come off the bat. No, 4 buys and a no ball. It's the 4th. It seems to be what happens with Teddy Tong at the moment. He goes for some runs, comes in steaming in, and then just bowls these full tosses over waist high. Another free hit for Samir. That also brings up the Kowloon Cricket Club Infidels 350. They're 351 for 7. Free hit here for Samir. And he's got a lot of that. There is that fielder out there. He's going to come around and cut it off. Just a single. Needed it to push it a little bit further, finer, you'd say, if you wanted that to go to the boundary. But got the single. That's actually the first run I think I've seen off any of the no balls today, off the free hits. Vora on strike now. He's on 5. It's that Yorker length that Tong's looking for. Been failing mostly, bowling over the waist, no balls, but that one there was a good Yorker length. And well cut out there by Vora. Chopped down on it. Still gusty out there. Beautiful sunshine though today. Beautiful day for cricket. That one's swing and a miss, outside off. Still hasn't quite reached the expected maximum today. Out in the middle, 19.3. Beautiful conditions for cricket in February here in Hong Kong. Final legal delivery for Teddy Tong's 10 over spell. And he's got hold of that. That's going out to that same fielder again. It's just fallen short, one bounce. Risking their arm, the Infidels. That's a very long boundary from this pitch. They get the single. That's the end of the 48th over. Kowloon Cricket Club 353 for 7. Two overs remain. This will be Henry Sue's final over of his 10 over spell. So far 9 overs, 1 maiden, 4 for 49. Then it'll be a raffle on who bowls the final over. Arthur Chu has 3 left. Ming Lee has 1. Jacob Lim 4 and Damien Yi has 3. Anyway, Henry Sue's final over from the restaurant end. Swing and a miss. New batters are not adjusting yet to the fact that the bounce outside off on both ends at the moment is staying a little low, so they're playing over the top of the ball. But as we get into the tail enders and the bowlers, they'll be happy to see that for when they come out after lunch. They're going to go for a quick single here. They'd want to be quick. Vora was in no hurry to get down the non-striker's end. He's having a jog, but made it safely in the end. Now last over, Samir hit back-to-back sixes here into the commentary position. Let's see what he's got this time. He tried it, he's aiming at it, but he will only get the single. Cut off here by Ming Lee. Nine balls remaining in the innings, 3 wickets in hand. Total already over 350. It's going to be a mammoth ask for the Dragons. That's full. It's going to get past the fielder there. That's a big diving effort, but races over the rope for 4. It's too full there from Henry Sue, and Vora dealt with it straight to the boundary. Got 3 out on the rope on that leg side, but that one pierced the field between the 2 fielders. And it's a big top edge. Just trying to see it went very high, but it also went very long. Short boundary. Vora goes 4, then 6. That's a big 6. Went 10 metres over the rope in the end. It went very high. Everyone on the field thought it might have been a chance for a catch. No such luck. That was the 28th 6 of the Infidels innings. That's the slower ball. It's popped up in the air, but he's managed to split 3 fielders there. Got very lucky and gets the single. That's the end of Henry Sue's 10th over. He's bowled out. Very tidy. 4 overs for 62. Did all the damage early in his first spell. Had the Infidels at 49 for 4. After that, it's all been Infidels. 1 over remaining. Looks like Arthur Chu is going to bowl it. Or is it Jacob Lim? They're both going up there, but I think Arthur Chu's bowling the final over from the bowling green end. He is. He's bowled 7 so far. No maidens, no wickets, 45 runs. Malhar Vora on strike. with his 6 and 4 in the last over. He's moved up to 18. Six legal balls remaining of the Infidels batting innings. It was short, gave him a lot of time to look at it, then there's nobody out on the rope. Rack up another 4. The runs continue here at Kowloon Cricket Club. 370 on the board now for the Infidels. Put on 321 since the 13th over when they were 49 for 4. Some middle order. Vora again. He tried to hit that very big. Didn't get much of it. Looks like he's chopped it into his leg, making him hobble. Makes it through safely. Brings Samir on strike. He's on 65 from 43. He's already hit 6 4s and 3 6s. With 4 balls remaining, he'd be looking to add to that tally. But it is the big long boundary on the leg side. He's tried that ramp scoop again. Got none of it. That's a full toss. It's going up in the air. There's 2 fielders down there. They're going to argue about who gets it. And it turns out neither of them. Went straight through his hands. Get back for 2. It's another drop catch. Been a feature of the Dragons fielding today. None more costly than dropping Niaz Ali when the score was on 75. His score was on 26 and he went on to make 116. Samir gets that around the corner. There's a fielder down there, so it's just the single. 1 legal delivery remaining in the Dragons bowling 50 overs. .374 on the board already for the Infidels. Vora's had a swing and a miss at that. And that will be the end of the batting innings. Oh, they're going to get through. There is chaos going on out there. They're going to get through for a single there. Add 1 more run to the total. And that's the end of the 50 overs for Kowloon Cricket Club Infidels. Cricket Hong Kong Dragons will require 376 for victory. We'll take a lunch break now and join us in about 40 minutes for all the action of the Dragons batting and Infidels bowling innings coming up live here on YouTube at Kowloon Cricket Club.
What was the last run? That last run they did. Was it a bye? Oh, what was it called?
It's just the single. I don't think there was any bat involved.
I don't think there was bat either, to be honest. I think it was a bye.
Okay. We'll put it down as a bye?
Put it down as a
We're
bye,
putting it
yeah.
down as a bye. I just forgot that microphone.
I just lose my concentration. I just watching the ball.